Parents, I need to tell you something that might save your student a lot of stress. Most of the information you're hearing about college testing is completely outdated. If you're still thinking about the SAT and the ACT the way we did, or even the way it worked 2 years ago, your student is likely wasting hours of prep on the wrong things. The ground is completely shifted under our feet. The SAT and ACT that you and I remember no longer exist. So today, we're clearing the air. We're busting the 4 biggest testing myths so you can focus on what actually gets your student accepted and is relevant right now. Let's dive in. Myth number 1, the digital SAT is easier. Here's the reality. It isn't necessarily easier, it's just different. Yes, it is shorter in duration, which helps with focus. And yes, it can feel easier to study for because the College Board has been very open source with their question banks, making the content feel more organized. But don't be fooled. The challenge is still there. While the SAT is about decoding a specific style, the ACT is still the better fit for students who have a wide breadth of knowledge and thrive on a fast, straightforward testing style. The easier test is simply whichever one fits your student's natural processing style. Myth number 2, the ACT science section measures science knowledge. This is one of the biggest misconceptions out there. People think the ACT section proves scientific knowledge. It doesn't. It's actually just a glorified reading section. What it's really testing is your student's ability to quickly separate the signal from the noise, meaning, can they look at a messy chart and find the one relevant piece of data in seconds? If your student processes information quickly, they'll thrive here. If they struggle with fast-paced filtering, this section will be a deficit, regardless of how much they love biology class. Myth number 3, send both scores to impress colleges. Parents often think taking both tests and sending both scores shows extra effort. Actually, it's a waste of your resources. By trying to master both, you're dividing your students' time and energy. There are no extra credit points for submitting 2 scores. In fact, it might even make an admissions officer wonder why your student didn't spend that extra time on something more impactful, like a passion project or community service. The winning strategy? Pick the test where your student is already scoring highly, specialize, and submit that 1 score. Myth number 4, certain test dates have an easier curve. We hear this every season. Don't take the test in the spring because the curve is harder. This is not real. The testing companies use sophisticated math called equating to make sure every test is consistently difficult, regardless of when it's given. The score curves are actually figured out before the test is ever given to students. While they might make tiny corrections based on anomalies, your student's score is determined by the number of questions they get right, not by who else is sitting in the room that day. Finally, let's talk test optional. In the age of AI and grade inflation, colleges are actually looking for more data to feel better about their decisions. So don't let test optional fool you. Here is our 50th percentile rule. Look at the college's incoming freshman data. If your student scores above the 50th percentile, submit that score. It helps the college feel your student is in line with their other admitted applicants. If they are below the 20th percentile, definitely withhold it. Stop chasing myths and start focusing on the data that matters. If you're ready to find out which tests your student should specialize in, let's talk. Click the link below to schedule a free strategy call with one of our test prep experts. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more 2026 college prep updates.